Hi, Kelly.
Good morning.
Good morning. Trying to see if a couple more people are going to hop on before we get started. So all right, for those of you who just joined, I am just going to give it a couple more minutes, probably just one or two, see if anybody else is going to jump on real quick, just so we don't get too far ahead. And then we will get started, okay? Sorry. No, you're good. Right. Alrighty, guys, I think we'll go ahead and get started. Welcome to orientation. My name is Liz. A lot of you guys have obviously been friends with me for a little bit here. I know I bombard you a lot with emails. So some of you hopefully know my name by now. A few of you I've actually met, so that's been great. But I did want to give you guys the opportunity to kind of meet each other. You don't necessarily have to turn your camera on if you're not comfortable with that, but we just ask that you unmute yourself, introduce yourself to everybody on here, and then you can have some names and familiar faces as well, so that hopefully you have a friend for the next time you're in the office. So feel free, anybody who would like to start, go ahead.
My name's Wendy Brady. I just joined Keller at the beginning of the year, so I'm brand new and excited, looking forward to everything.
Yay. Hi, Wendy. How are you?
Good.
Good. Welcome to orientation. Thank you for coming.
Good morning. My name is Azeb
morning.
Kidane. Good morning. My name is Azeb Kidane. I just started joined Keller Williams since January 1st, and I'm so glad to see, be success with the company.
Absolutely. Well, welcome. It's good to see you.
Thank you again. Thank you.
Of course, of course. Anybody else? You don't have to unmute yourself. We just like to give you the chance.
Hi, sorry, I have a little bit of a cold.
No, you're okay.
Sore throat. I actually joined 2-3 months ago, but unfortunately some family stuff occurred, so I haven't really been able to kickstart my career as I wanted. So I decided to press refresh and join an orientation class and do what I need to do.
Well, yay. That is super exciting. We were happy to have you, Jennifer. I'm sorry that everything kind of put you on hold for a little bit. Hopefully things are clearing up, but we're excited to have you.
Thank you.
Of course.
Morning, guys. I'm Kelly. I just joined in January a couple weeks ago as well. So pretty new and excited to see where this business takes me.
Yes, I love it. Thank you, Kelly. Good. All right. So final, good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming to orientation. It's going to be super exciting. I'm glad you guys did that. So thank you very much. All righty. So basically the purpose of orientation might not be exactly what you expect, but actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to navigate through our webpage for this market center. So this webpage is specific to Keller Williams Valentine. And I'm going to show you just how to navigate it because there are a lot of great tools and resources on here that I feel like sometimes get overlooked. And that's coming from me. And I usually manipulate the website and I didn't know half of what was on it before I got here. So I like to show you guys just a little bit more about it because there is a lot on there that can help you through, especially as a new agent. So first and foremost, our website is going to be called kwbresources.com. If you're not familiar with it, you may want to write it down. It is something very helpful. This is going to be kind of the hub for everything going on relating to our market center. So I'll go ahead and start here for you. So when you navigate to our page, this is going to be the lovely home page that you see. As you can tell, we got a nice little open house kind of picture here. What I was going to actually show you is actually a little bit below. So we're going to detour to the new agents tab first and foremost. So let's go ahead into that new agents tab. When you click on the new agents tab, obviously this is going to navigate you to a separate point on our page, but it's going to be a lot of helpful tools for you guys as some of our newer agents. And Jennifer, I know you're not as new, but since you are kind of cycling back into this for the first time, this will be a great spot for you as well. So under this left-hand side, we've got a tab called Getting Started. You're going to want to go down and hit Learn More. When you go into the Learn More tab, you will see there's a nice little handout here that kind of gives you a checklist of what to expect as you onboard. So most of you at this point, I think, are actually all the way through onboarding, which is awesome. So congratulations, guys. But it does show you everything that you can expect to have been asked during that period, time frame, who you can hear from, things like that, just to kind of give you an idea and put it to paper. But there is another thing that I do like to mention on here, and that's things you can start doing immediately. One of those being navigate the website, try and check it out, see if you can familiarize yourselves with it. The next being checking out the office calendar that is on our website. It's a very vital source of information. It's going to tell you all the great trainings that we have, all that great stuff, different, fun events that we do here, all the good stuff. So I will show you guys that in just a minute. I do like to take a little bit of time on that one. Also joining Ignite. If you guys have not joined Ignite, I cannot stress enough how great Ignite is. We actually just brought it back in person for the first time in several years, especially with COVID. So we are very excited to have it back in our market center. It is actually being taught by some of our top agents right now. And we just kicked off the other day. I know, Kelly, your name's up here, as so is yours. So thank you guys so much. Wendy, so is yours. You guys have been great. But Ignite is being offered in person. We do have a Zoom link as well if you guys ever can't make it to a class, so just let me know. We just established that as well. So if that happens, just say no more. I will gladly help you guys take care of that. But Ignite has been great and we are so excited to have it running through, but it's going to basically teach you a great foundation for your real estate career. And coming from these top agents, you're going to get some of their tips and tricks that they've learned after years in the industry and specific to this area, which is even better. So very vital for you guys. I love to encourage people to do it. The next thing on our list here is joining our Facebook page. So obviously, with this day and age, a lot of times things are communicated through social media. We do communicate things in email blasts very frequently here, but I also do keep a very active presence on our Facebook page just because I want you guys to kind of be aware of everything that's going on. So I never want you guys to miss out on anything. So if, maybe email blast is not your preference, or, maybe navigating to the office calendar, taking time out of your day to do that is not always convenient. That is totally fine. You can stay updated on our Facebook page. So you should have received a welcome email from me during your onboarding process. If you remember, there was nice big colorful balloons at the bottom. And in that email at the very bottom, I gave you the Facebook page as well. So there's a link right there so you can get joined on that if you have not already. And what I will do is, as an admin on there, I will go ahead and accept it and you guys can start being involved. Another great thing about that Facebook page is that you can start to talk to other agents on that forum and you can communicate with them about ISOs, you can communicate with them about open houses, If you can't make something and you need somebody to cover for you, it's a great platform for you to get involved and get to networking with everybody. So highly recommend that. We also have a really great one for our vendor partners, which I'll touch on in a little bit. But attending office meetings, obviously orientation is one of those. So congratulations, guys, you're one step closer. So thank you so much for being a part of this. But we do have several that are recurring meetings that we like to really emphasize the value of for you guys. And we want you to see that. We want you to be a part. I know, Kelly, you actually were here, as Evie were here as well. I think Wendy, you were here for our team meeting. Those are great as well. They kind of keep you in the loop on everything going on for the Market Center. So we do like to do those as well. And again, I'll touch on that when we get a little bit further into the office calendar. The last thing is registering your car here for a parking pass. So I'm just gonna scoot this out of my way. So if you guys are planning to be here, I usually like to phrase it this way to make it easier. If you plan to be here more than a few times a month, I think it is probably in your best interest to go ahead and get your car registered and get a parking pass. And I say that because there are visitor spots here, but sometimes obviously there are a lot of people. And if they see your car more than a few times, there is the potential, they could flag you for it. But that right here is going to be the link to get yours registered. So again, you'll just go to the new agents in the getting started tab, and then you'll click on that link and you'll get yourself all registered. It's free to you. And when that parking pass is all done up, what they'll do is they will deliver it to our office because they know you're affiliated with Keller Williams. And that parking pass will be found in your mail folder. I like to take this time to touch on this because apparently that's been lost in translation before, and I think that's on me. So let me tell you about your mail folders. Your mail folders
I have a
are.
question.
Yes, ma'am.
Does it have fee on it, or just like it's free?
It should be free. It was free to me, so I believe it is free for everybody. So yes, so definitely something worthwhile, but it will be delivered to your mail folder. And your mail folder is actually going to be up here in the office. It's by the front desk. If you ever can't find it, I like to tell you that it's the purple room. There's a purple back wall to it. It's right to the right of the front desk, but obviously that's a little bit to remember. And if you can't, Sue at the front desk is absolutely wonderful, and she will be happy to show you guys where that mail folder is. But anytime you have mail that is sent to the office or addressed to the office, especially things like that parking pass, that is where you'll be able to find them, okay? Double check and make sure it's totally free. Thank you, Kelly. That's what I thought. Okay, perfect. Appreciate it. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and move on from this little sheet here, but like I said, very helpful to you guys, and it is going to have that link if you need to get a parking pass. So I'm going to close out of that, and we are going to scroll just a little bit further. I'm going to minimize that. Alrighty, so under this right-hand side, still under that new agent tab, we've got our basic training. When you go through the basic training, it's going to actually navigate you to Scott Leroy. A lot of you guys, actually all of you guys, should be familiar with Scott Leroy. They're the ones who set up your entire Keller Cloud information. They gave you your email, website, all of that good stuff. So perfect. All righty. And so Keller Williams has partnered with Scott Leroy. They are a third-party marketing consultant, but not only did they set up all that stuff for you, they're actually a really great tool as well. So if you ever navigate to their website, I can't stress enough that they have lots of training material on here. So everyone learns a little bit different. So maybe if there's an instructor here that's not quite connecting with you, you can feel free to navigate here. There are going to be videos. I'm not quite sure off the top of my head. I can't quite remember if they have live trainers or not. I think everything may just be more like a tutorial style through Scott Leroy, but sometimes that's what works best for people. So please feel free to kind of mess around on this website. I don't want to take too long, but one of my favorite features of this website is under the agent store. So if you navigate over here to the agent store, I know a very popular question that I come across is, do we provide business cards? Unfortunately, we do not, but through Scott Leroy, you can actually order business cards for yourself, and you have lots of fun options, pre-done templates for Keller Williams. All you have to do is select your market center through a drop-down menu, and then make sure that all your information is correct. You can fill that in, and it's wonderful. You can include a picture, you don't have to, but you can do different finishes and kind of really make them personal. And I was able to get a wonderful price. I actually ordered some myself. I got 500 for about $39. So if you can find somewhere that beats that price, you are more than welcome to try, but this is a really great spot for you to check in for stuff like that. There's also nameplates, things like that you guys can purchase through that. So definitely feel free to navigate to that agent store.
I have a question. Do we have to get business cards approved by our BIC? I think I read that somewhere in the paperwork.
So There are some kind of like staples that we ask you guys to kind of follow. I don't know that they necessarily need to be approved by the BIC, but if you can kind of follow those guidelines, and that's a big help. And if you would like, I can try and pull those down for you. I just have to figure out where Sabre has them stored, but once I find them, I can send them to you, Jennifer.
Yeah, that would be great. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Let me go ahead. I'm going to write that down real quick, but don't forget. All righty. Perfect. All right. So we're going to scroll a little bit further. We're still under that new agent tab. We are going down. Here are those Facebook links. So if you can't find that lovely email with my nice colored balloons on there, you're more than welcome to navigate a little bit further down on this new agent tab. Here's going to be that same Facebook page I was just telling you about it's within our market center. It's all the agents in the market center on one page. I think we have about 500 members on there. So it really is a great opportunity for you to get to know a lot of different people. And a little bit lower, we also have our strategic alliance partners. So this is going to be that Facebook page I said was dedicated to our vendors. So this is a wonderful thing that one of our agents, Rob Conkle, and anybody before him who's worked on this project has really helped to keep alive. And he's done a great job with it. So basically any vendors that we have worked with that have had great reviews, that are a part of our strategic partners here, they all are on that Facebook page. So not only is that going to be a great way for you to connect with a vendor and really get to know them and see what they have to offer for you and your clients, especially if you don't know of somebody in that expert or that area or that field, and that's a really great place for you guys to start. Another really great thing about that is my favorite part is the search feature. So say you don't know anybody, it's going to take you too long to try and scroll through everything. A simple thing you can do is just type into that search bar, look for plumbers, look for electricians, whatever you're thinking, whatever you're in need of, and then automatically Facebook will generate everybody that's a member of that page based off of that area of specialty. So feel free to do that and join that. And basically, as soon as you join that, it is a private page as well. So Rob will basically message me and ask me if you are a new agent. I will confirm, and you guys will be all set. But it's a really great way for you to get connected with some really trustworthy and impeccable vendors. I'm going to scroll down a little bit further. Colorisms. So I like to touch on this one. It's a little funny, but if you click on that colorisms right there, it'll pull up another spread, little sheet for you. But colorisms, there are a lot of terms here that are specific to Keller Williams. I don't know if you've noticed, but some of them are definitely something you may be coming across for the first time. And if that's the case, then I implore you to look at this sheet, because for me personally, when I come across words like that, I don't necessarily want to be the odd man out. I don't want to embarrass myself by asking what something means. So if you ever would like to, you are welcome to check out this sheet, and that way you don't have to ask somebody. It may be on here, but it will explain to you a lot of the things that make Keller Williams, and a lot of the terms that are used to represent those values, policies, things like that. So feel free to navigate here. And this is also a great spot for you to kind of check. These are all of the people you will find on our leadership team here at Valentine. So we've got a TL, we've got an OP. So if you're curious, what are those people? What do they do? What are they equivalent to in a normal business? Since our titles are a little unique, feel free to check this out. It'll kind of break down everything that you know and what we do. So I will go ahead and close out that one. Scroll a little bit further. If you guys are ever looking, I know that Command is our CRM. It is built by KW for KW, so it can be a little bit hanky sometimes. Obviously, they are more than willing to accept feedback to better Command. But if you ever come across any questions as you're learning this new CRM, I highly recommend you navigate to answers.kw.com. Answers.kw.com is great. It is actually an entire web page that is dedicated to frequently asked questions about Command. So maybe this is 3 a.m, you're working on something. How do I possibly do this? Feel free to check out answers.kw.com instead of necessarily having to worry about who's going to get back to me in the next hour. So feel free to navigate there. There are a lot of questions over the years that have been developed about Command that people have taken time to answer for you. So hopefully that'll help you guys to navigate a little bit further if you're ever having that last second question. But another great thing is there is a entire separate website called ideas.kw.com. Ideas.kw.com similarly is actually based off of your suggestions. So it's like a suggestion box. Basically, you are welcome to drop in any feedback you would like about Command, things you think could be improved, things that you do like, whatever it is. But they do love to hear from absolutely anybody and everybody within KW, especially you guys as new agents, because obviously they want it to be as user-friendly as possible. They want that that to be an easy transition. So definitely something you guys should take a look at. But I'm going to scroll a little bit further for Ignite. Obviously, we've been talking about that a little bit. If you guys are ever looking to download any of the materials, you are welcome to click this download materials tab and get started, okay? Usually I have, typically speaking, I will share the Ignite materials with everybody in the class. I know that yesterday you guys didn't quite have it before the class, but I was able to do that before class was out. If you have any questions about that, or maybe it didn't go through, please feel free to email me, but everyone should have access to the course materials. But if you don't, or you can't find them for some reason, or Google's being weird, feel free to go ahead, right again, under the new agents tab, just go to download materials for Ignite and you'll have access. Down a little bit lower, this is going to be that office calendar. Again, I like to explain in the beginning here, there are multiple ways for you to pull to the same content on this webpage. So I'm going to show you what I think is the easiest way. So yes, you could get to the office training calendar this way, but I'm going to show you what I think is the easiest way. And once you scroll a little bit further, all the way to the bottom here, this is how to book a conference room. So say you guys are in the office, I don't have my own office, I'm looking for some privacy, I just need to be able to sit down and focus, or maybe I've got a client coming in, maybe I'm meeting with another agent, whatever it is. If you guys are looking for an area that you can call your own, at least for a little while, you are welcome to book a conference room. We just ask that you go in through this option right here. You can book a conference room right there. You'll just enter your KW email, you'll enter your KW password, and you'll be able to get in. And once you are in, you should be able to book a conference room. We ask that you guys stick to about 3 hours as your max window, just because that way you're respectful to other people sharing those conference rooms with you. But it'll give you a whole spreadsheet dedicated to how many conference rooms we have by name. And it'll also tell you their capacity, and it'll let you look right there and be able to pencil yourself in for whatever time block you need. So it's a really great option for you guys as you guys come into the office. Hopefully we will see more beautiful faces here. But I will go ahead, and the next little tab here, I'm going to show you guys. Again, this is all under the home page, and I will circle back to it, but we are going to go to the FAQs section. There we go. So frequently asked questions. So in case you guys, again, I don't know who to talk to, I'm brand new, who can I go to? I like to first and foremost tell you, I can be your one-stop shop. If you guys have any questions and you don't know who to ask, feel free to ask me. If I don't know the answer, I will either get you in touch with who does, or I will get that answer for you. So whatever works best, you're welcome to come to me with any of your questions. That is part of my job. But if not, if you would like, some of these are frequently asked questions that we get within our market center. So feel free to hover over each of these tiles and they'll tell you who you can talk to. They'll also give you points of contact. So feel free to kind of check this part out. If you ever have a question, you're like, there's no way I'm the first one with this question. Who can I ask? If you have a moment and you want to look at it this way, please do. Again, all the points of contact are right there. The next little tab I'm going to take you over to is on-demand training. It will ask you for a password. So that password is going to be a capital B, a lowercase a, M, C, and then the number 350, and then enter. It's actually the exact same as our Wi-Fi password. If you've ever been told the Wi-Fi password only has an exclamation point added to it, but now you know both. So under our on-demand training, we have some great resources here as well. So like I said, Ignite on Demand, we do offer it in person. So right now there's no Zoom link attached there. I'm hoping to add that here shortly, but it does change per month. But if not, this is a great way for you to stop and kind of get a little bit more information on Ignite. But to the left-hand side here, we've got our on-demand training. When you click on that, it will navigate you to a Google Drive folder. It's packed full of great recordings and things like that you can check out, that will show you the breakdown of different recurring meetings that we've had held. Do you want to say hi?
Do you have a big group? I love
I have 4.
You have 4 people?
I have 4.
Oh my gosh.
All righty, here, hold on one second, guys. I will show you.
You don't even have to switch. That's okay.
Oh, are you sure? Okay.
Yeah, that's
Well,
okay.
here.
Hi.
There you go.
Welcome. I just always love to pop in and say hello.
Hi.
This is our team leader.
Hi.
Hi, good
Let us
morning.
know if you need anything. I know Liz is teaching you all the things you need to know.
Sure, thank you.
Thank you. She always likes to crash my parties. Alrighty. So like I said, this Zoom folder is great. Right now it's saying it's empty. So I'm going to have to verify that real quick because that's the first time it's told me that. So it might just be a bug. But usually it is packed full of great recordings on there of the recurring meetings. Again, though, the only thing with that is while it might be great to go back and review something, again, it might be a little bit outdated because some of those things are like team meetings. So not everything's going to stay the same in the market center. So we like for you guys to come in person or tune in live through Zoom, whatever works best for your schedule. But on the right-hand side here, we've got Command on Demand. And I do like to take a moment to show you this. So as I said, a lot of people find themselves learning really, really well from tutorials. So Faith Hill, actually one of the agents here, is phenomenal. She used to actually help us a lot with our tech department. So what Faith has done is she's dedicated an entire YouTube channel to tutorials on how to navigate Command. So feel free to stop here at any point. They're really helpful tips and tricks and ways to get familiar with Command. She's got videos ranging from 3 minutes to one's close to an hour. So something very helpful for you guys to kind of take a moment and check out, especially again, maybe 3 a.m. Oh my gosh, who's going to be awake right now to answer my question? Here you go, guys. You might be able to find your answers, or even if the contrary to that is maybe you even take the time to preview the videos ahead of time so you know it going into it as opposed to learning as you go. Neither is a bad method, whatever works best for you. Alrighty, and then so I'm going to, we were on the on-demand training. That's pretty much the gist of what everything that is featured on this tab, but we're going to navigate one over. We are going to do the office resources. Again, it's the same password, capital B, lowercase a, m, c, and then the number 350. And we are going to go ahead and get in there. Alrighty, so under our office resources to the left-hand side here, I'd like to take a moment. We have general forms. So a lot of you guys, I believe, are North Carolina licensed. I don't believe anybody is South Carolina, if I remember correctly. If you are, or if you were looking to become South Carolina licensed, this is going to be a great spot for you to check and look for forms, generally asked for forms. So Sabre has uploaded a lot of them to a Google Drive account so that you guys can preview them, print them off, whatever you need. But those are going to be here on South Carolina is going to be on the right-hand side. North Carolina is just going to be on general forms. So you'll go to get forms and you'll be able to scroll through here. As you can see, she's uploaded a lot here for you just to make it a little bit easier. Our BIC in charge, Sabra, she realized that a lot of people are going to ask for certain forms over and over and over again. She said, you know what, I will make it a little bit easier and give you exactly what you need in one spot for you. So there's plenty of different things. There's a showing time, referral agreements, there's agent away from the office, addendums, all these great things are on here for you guys if you ever find yourself in need. So feel free to check there. If you're not sure where to find a form, check here first, I would say. And then if you still can't find it, then you can reach out and hopefully we'll be able to help you get it. But that's a really great spot to check for them. And then here in the middle, office checklist is another really great thing that Sabre has done for our office. So click under office checklist. She has actually devised and drafted these herself. These are great forms and checklists that walk you through each individual transaction you may incur or it may experience while you're here. So we've got one for South Carolina listings. We've got one for South Carolina buyers, North Carolina buyers, North Carolina listings, rentals, all that good stuff. So these are really great checklists she has made herself. They kind of walk you through the step-by-step of what you'll need, when you will need it by, and just helpful reminders as you're going through it. So hopefully, especially that first transaction is not as daunting for you. So definitely feel free to stop in there and grab a hold of one of those checklists. If you want to print it off, I've had people who've told me they've even printed them off and kept them stored in a folder. Obviously, maybe don't let your clients see that, but it's still great to have on your person. And sometimes that's all you need. It's just something there that you know you can look at if you have a question. So definitely feel free to preview those. And again, you can familiarize with yourselves with those ahead of time and really get comfortable looking at them and get more familiar with those transactions. Then here on the right-hand side, a little bit lower, we've got access to the CE shop. So the CE shop, as you guys may already know, is great for career educations, especially with real estate. So we've actually partnered with them. If you'll notice, we have a dual branded website right here. So the CE shop is wonderful. They've got lots of different training tools here. They've got exam prep, they've got pre-licensing, post-licensing, everything you may need and more for all different states, North Carolina and South Carolina both being some of them. The really great thing is, especially as we partner with them, we frequently will see that there are lots of great deals that you will get if you ever need yourself or if you ever need any exam prep or post-licensing resources. So definitely feel free to check in here. I know a lot of people have told me, you know, I have a North Carolina license. I think I want to start studying and training to get a South Carolina. Where can I start? I always will direct you guys to CE shop because again, you guys can get great deals, but you can also find lots of information on here. So feel free to navigate here and kind of walk yourself through, find what you might be looking for. But another really nice thing on the CE shop, again, it's full of great trainings even outside of the exam prep. So I like to show you guys under Age and Essentials. One of my favorite features is under Hot Topics. So it will actually show you blogs, ebooks, podcasts, and videos, all that relate to real estate here. So they're all really, really great things that you guys can not only learn from yourselves, but you could share that on your social media, help diversify your feed a little bit if that's your primary marketing tool. And that can help you guys to get more traffic to the content you're already producing on there. So definitely something to consider adding and looking at on a regular basis, see what's new. But obviously they do lots of different great things. We've already got some for 2022, so that's awesome. But definitely lots of fun. Some of them are funny, some of them are more serious. You can have a lot of fun with it, guys. Scroll up real quick. I'm gonna close out of that if that's all right with everybody. All righty. So then down here we have the Valentine floor plan. I will tell you right now, I have never ever personally needed that as a member of the office. So I don't think you will. But if you do, now you know where you can find it. But scrolling a little bit further, at the very bottom of this office resources, this is actually something that I get asked about a lot as well, is what are our office license numbers? So if you need firm license numbers, North Carolina and South Carolina numbers are listed here. If you need our Canopy ID, it's right here. If you need any BIC participant information or anything like that, definitely check out under our numbers to know. It's going to be under that office resources tab all the way at the bottom. And it also touches on, oh, look, the Wi-Fi password. So very helpful. We also have our Market Center number right there. It is 350 in case you guys did not know, but wanted to know. Our Market Center number is 350. I know it's been asked for a couple places, so feel free to use that as well. But you will probably have noticed the recurring number 350 and a lot of your login information and things like that from the beginning. So that is going to be the gist of our office resources. I'm going to go ahead and show you now the office calendar. So this is kind of like that big central hub that I was explaining to you guys. So under our office calendar, this is going to break down everything that we've got going on in the Market Center in a given month. And I mean, I try to stay on top of it. I'm pretty much the calendar person here. So I will put that together, and we've got it set for months out at this point. There's obviously recurring meetings will always be on there, but we also do little fun extras and really great extra training, career development things as well. One of our next ones is actually going to be how to make $1 million in a year off of your sphere. So using your sphere of influence, how to make $1 million in a year. And that's one of our top agents here. She's got a very, very successful team as well. So that's a really great thing that we've got going on. And as you scroll, obviously, so you can click on the event itself, but as you scroll, it'll give you a gist about the event, if there is any information that I can disclose right off the bat. And then a little bit further, it'll give you the Eventbrite link. If you ever see the word Eventbrite, if you are not used to it, Eventbrite does mean in person. So that's how you register to secure a spot here in the training room for that event. But if you ever see below that, I usually do try to make everything a hybrid experience if possible, but we also have Zoom links as well. So you can Zoom in for this one. I know this one is actually a sold out event. So if you guys would like to be a part of it, I highly encourage you guys to jump right in. Just go ahead and use that Zoom link for when you guys are ready to join on for the class. But then moving forward, again, just you can click anywhere on here and it'll tell you everything we've got going on. So today we have our orientation. We're currently doing that. All of you guys got the link, whether it's from the email or the calendar. You guys are doing great. But we've got Going Vertical, something with Jay Papasan. That's out of the Market Center, but that'll be on the Pivot website. But we've got Ignite tomorrow, a Future Cappers Mastermind. We've got lots of great content on here. So please feel free to check this out at any point, and it'll give you all the information you need to get registered, get excited, and join us for those great events. All right. I am going to scroll up a little bit. So this is on the homepage. That's why I like to just click the office calendar button up there. It takes you right there from the very start of the homepage. But just to touch on, this is going to be your leadership team. So just to give you a little bit more friendly faces and familiarization, kind of personalize this for you. So our team leader, Teresa, you would have just met her. She's phenomenal. And we've got our ATL, Abby. Both of them just stepped up this the start of January. So they are new to the role, but they have so much experience and more. They are absolutely incredible. And they're both very, very successful agents as well. So they're great people to talk to. Our OP, Brenda Benson. We've got KT with, he's our Director of Technology. Lynn Davis is our MCA. She will help you get paid. We've got Brandy Williams. She's actually on maternity leave right now, but she's a part of the productivity coaching program. So right now it's actually Chip Walton. So if you guys have any questions about coaching, please let me know and I will get you in touch with Chip. Carla Kettler is going to be in charge of compliance here. She's going to basically teach you, and I will say compliance orientation is a very great training to get involved in as well. It's one of those recurring trainings that happens the third Tuesday of every month, but she's going to teach you how to get your forms approved. She's going to basically look at all your paperwork before you actually get paid and say, yes, this looks good. She's trying to keep you out of real estate jail, help you a little bit with that and make sure everything looks great for that transaction. We've got Sue, our Director of First Impressions. She's amazing, and that is the woman that you'll see frequently with a smile on her face at the front desk. She's absolutely wonderful. And then you've got me, which you guys are already familiar with. So we'll scroll a little bit down. Again, that's where you can find the office training calendar on the homepage. Kind of touches on some of those recurring meetings as well that you can be involved with. Sabra, our lovely Vic, and a little bit more information from her. Scrolling a little further, we've got our Agent Leadership Council. Our ALC is actually comprised of the top 20% of our agents. We actually interview them and have them volunteer some of their time to run these committees for you guys. So they're basically trying to improve our market center and get everything more exciting for you. They want to take your information, your input, and they want to employ it into the market center to make the market center a better place and more wonderful. So we've got committees ranging from tech, retention, growth, to diversity, all these great committees that you guys can be a part of. There's a social committee that is responsible for a lot of our fun events and fundraisers. So definitely feel free to check out some of these people. Again, great agents to get to know. They all have very successful businesses, but they're also looking for your input as new agents. They would love to have your involvement. So they all actually do meetings at the start of the month, and you can see that on the office training calendar. So a lot of them are going to do in-person meetings. Some of them have a hybrid option with Zoom, but you are more than welcome to jump on and be a part of any of those meetings and get to experience what they're talking about, but also provide input and get involved if you'd really like to. We encourage that you do. And we'll scroll a little bit further. These are going to be some of our lovely coaches that we've got in our productivity coaching program. So if you guys are interested in joining coaching, as I've mentioned, just keep that in mind. These are some of the great people that you will get to know. One of them will hopefully be your coach in the very near future. So please keep me involved. I would happily get you in touch with the right people if you would like to talk about coaching a little bit further. But they are great people to get to know. Scrolling a little bit further down, we've got our T group partners. Our T group partners stands for transaction group partners. Sabra actually can devise this program herself. So these are, again, really successful agents who are very veteran, tenured in the industry, so to speak, but they are great. They all have boundless knowledge of a lot of the different transactions you'll undergo and subsequently the forms that you'll need. So these are great people to get to talk to. As a new agent, Sabra actually does have you guys immediately enrolled into one of these programs. It's of no cost to you, which is even greater because these individuals will meet. They have several students in their program as their partners. So they will meet once a week and you'll find that again on the office training calendar. Hopefully they've also reached out to you to give you a little bit more information, but they will meet once a week and they will go over a lot of the different information involving the different transactions that you may experience as you are an agent. So again, they just want to help teach you and give you all the knowledge you guys need to be successful. Everyone here wants to see everybody be successful, so we are willing to help you guys however we can. So these are great individuals that you will hopefully be talking to in the very near future if you guys haven't become best friends quite yet. And then a little bit lower, we have our first step partners. Our first step partners, again, wonderful people, again, really great agents who have taken the time to volunteer to make sure that you guys as new agents specifically are doing all right, getting transitioned and getting set up, getting started. They're here to help get you guys excited, and hopefully they have sent you guys at this point, if not quite yet, in the very near future, you guys will be receiving a 30, 60, 90 for new agents. Essentially, it is kind of a little checklist to keep you guys involved right away and give you guys an idea of what you can expect, but also what you can be doing in the interim while you're waiting to kind of get your business up and running and as a part of getting your business up and running. So they will be sending you that to kind of help you keep tabs and keep accountable, but they will also be reaching out to you guys just to see how you're doing with everything and help answer any questions that they can. But again, great people to get to know. They are also lovely. But scrolling a little bit further, just some helpful resources, a couple of different ways to navigate to these really great websites. So feel free to check those out. But the last couple tabs I'm going to show you real quick is under tech resources. I'm not necessarily going to click on too much, but under our tech resources, let me scroll all the way to the top. So hopefully it's not too distracting. Alrighty, so under tech resources, we've got, you can schedule tech appointments. So if you guys need to schedule a tech appointment, you can click on this button here, or you can click on I need tech help right here in the right-hand corner, but it's gonna allow you to schedule time with KT, our director of technology, directly on his calendar. So that way you guys already know that he's gonna be available to teach you guys, go over some stuff, but it lets you schedule 15 minutes with him to ask him any questions that you might have. So it's a very helpful way for you guys to connect and make sure that it's a time that he can be dedicated to answering any questions, focused on that and making sure that everything gets hopefully as set up as we can. And then scrolling a little bit further, we've got, let's see here, Marty Miller for Teams. So Marty Miller, if you can remember, did something very similar to what Faith Hill did with a YouTube channel dedicated to Command. He actually did an entire YouTube channel dedicated to how to navigate Command and DocuSign. So it's a really great spot for you guys to check out if you're having questions about either of those. Again, tutorials that range from a few minutes to an hour based off what kind of time you have, based off of what your question is. There might be some content on there that can be really helpful for you in learning those. This is another way for you guys to get to answers at kw.com, that website that is dedicated to frequently asked questions about commands. We also have Pivot, Shift Ahead, which is a really great spot for you guys to get comfortable using. They've got some wonderful trainings and things like that available to you. And then here's a couple just other ways that you can get to Scott Leroy and also to KW Commands. And then on the far right-hand side here, helpful links. If you click that new associates tab, it'll take you right back to that first thing that we were looking at together under the same button right there. We also do have a prayer request form. This is something I also like to take a moment to touch on. As Keller Williams, obviously, we consider you guys to be a family, and we take that very seriously. We do not want anybody that we care about and love to be struggling. So if there's ever anything that is going on in your life or somebody that you care about, you are welcome to keep it anonymous if you wish, but we encourage you guys to fill out that form so that we know as leadership that we can be praying for you guys and try and make everything a little bit better. We want to make sure that we know everything that's going on for you and that we can help you however we can. Another really great thing that kind of goes hand in hand with that is we have KW Cares, if you guys are familiar. It is a wonderful charitable thing that they do a lot of times internationally for disaster relief. I know that we had some people go down and help with hurricanes, with a hurricane disaster that happened a few months back. But we also have a KW Cares fund for just Valentine. And that KW Cares is our emergency fund, and it goes out, it's from Valentine to Valentine. So agents will donate into it throughout the months, and we use that as emergency funds that we can help any agents who are really struggling. So please, if you've got anything going on, we do care a lot about you guys. We are family, and we do want you guys to be all right. So don't hesitate to reach out to us and let us know if you need anything. And then a little bit further, we've got a refer an agent form. Our refer an agent form is wonderful because basically it will get you, you are welcome to tell the recruiters directly, but if you fill out that form, again, it's just going to be something that we can use to inform our recruiters, hey, I worked with this agent at this other firm. I loved them. I worked with this agent at another Keller Williams and I loved them. Anything like that, anybody you think that would benefit from joining KW Valentine, you're welcome to fill out that form. We would love to hear about how we can expand our family. But another great thing about that form, ideally, is it can help you build your profit downline. So theoretically, again, you guys help influence them and get them to join Keller Williams. You can start building your downline right away. So a great thing for you guys to use as a tool to build up that passive income, but also to help us expand into the even bigger family. So just two forms that I think are very worthwhile talking about. Here's another way you can navigate to those Kellerisms, which are the Keller Williams specific terms. Another way to schedule a conference room is just click on that button right there and it'll take you right to that spreadsheet we discussed. Our strategic vendor partners, if maybe you don't use Facebook very much, not quite your thing, you're welcome to click right there. It'll actually take you to a lovely Google sheet that breaks down who our preferred vendor partners are. Again, these are individuals that have worked closely with our agents for years. They have glowing reviews and they are commonly our go-tos in the office, but it tells you what the company name is, who a direct contact is, what their email, their phone number, what services they provide, all that good stuff, and if they even have a website. But it's organized by field and by profession. So please feel free to use that at any point, especially if you're looking to help your clients out. We would love to help you guys help them. So that's going to be under that strategic vendor partners. And then down here, again, we've just got some book recommendations, access to Keller Inc., things like that. So great, again, just great tools to kind of help you guys as you navigate and get really ready to really kick off your business. So like I said, there's a lot more on this website than I think meets the eye at first. And again, I don't blame you if you didn't know that, because for me, I didn't know that right away either. But there is a lot of really great things on here. And speaking of that, I know a lot of those great things I probably just threw at you for the first time. So it may just be like I threw up information. So I apologize if any of this is a little overwhelming. Usually my first suggestion is the best thing I think you guys can do is to kind of take time out of your day, either today, tomorrow, whenever it works best for you, and look all this over and just kind of play around on the website yourself and see what you can remember and things that you kind of can use right away. Obviously, if you have any questions, yes, I will take them right now. If I don't know the answer to your question in this moment, I will write it down and I will get you the answer. And hopefully I will have that email out to you. I will have that email out to you right before the end of the day. And then the next thing is, if maybe, holy heck, this is way too much information, I do not know what to do with it, I don't even know where to start for my questions, my recommendation then would be to digest for a minute. Again, navigate through this on your own if you need to, but you are welcome to email me with any questions you might have, because I'm happy to answer those for you as well. But with that all being said, is there anybody who thinks they have a question for me in this moment? No?
If you wanted to do like a tour of the office,
Mm-hmm.
schedule that, or you don't have tours and you just kind of go in and walk around and see everything?
Yeah, so if you would like to tour the office, which I would love for you to, you will not need to schedule anything. You are welcome to come to the office. Sue is really great with the office tours because she's director of first impression. She's amazing. But Sue's a really great person at the front desk. So you can tell her, hey, it's my first time. I was wondering if I could look around. You are welcome to do like a self-guided and kind of check it out for yourself. You're also welcome to grab myself or Sue or anybody in the office. We'd be happy to show you around and really get you guys to get excited about being here.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, of course. Anybody else? Any questions? All right.
So the website that the
No, you're okay.
website you were showing to us right now, the website, is it kellerwilliam.com? What is it? I mean, I
So
know
it-
that I just follow every, yeah.
Nope, you're okay. So it's kwbresources.com. I just highlighted on the screen here if you can see it. So www.kwbresources.com. And that'll be this website for you guys.
Thank you so much. That's all.
Yeah, of course, of course. Anybody else have any questions that I can help with? All right, I'm gonna take that as a no. And that's okay. If maybe, I hope I didn't cut anybody off if you were like taking a breath and ready to start. So if I did, again, please just email me or shout out right now. I'll give you permission to interrupt me. But I think that kind of covers most of the questions for now. Like I said, you're welcome to email me at any point if you've got questions moving forward, especially as you like realize, oh wait, that was a lot. I didn't realize it at first, but yes, I did have a question about this. I am always here for you guys. So please feel free to keep in touch with me. I am happy to be bothered and I'm happy to bother you right back. So I think without further ado, that would conclude our orientation. So thank you so much, ladies, for being a part of this morning. It means a lot to me. I'm glad that I could kind of help share some information with you. And I hope this is a little bit helpful for you guys as well. But like I said, I think that's about everything I've got for you. So I will dismiss my class and you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe if it is to snow and stay healthy. And hopefully we will see you in the office very soon. Okay.
Thanks,
Thank
Liz.
you so much. Thank you, Liz. Have a wonderful day.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.